What's up, rock stars? Ooh, hey, hey, hey. So church 8 today. So one of the things that I want to share with you all today is kind of the strategy, or some of one of the key things that I'm doing as part of this Lenten journey, 40 churches, 40 days. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what's happened in the Pittsburgh Diocese several years ago, was due to the just low numbers of people attending church and financial reason, and for a lot of reasons. One of the things the big thing that happened, and we're still dealing with some of the kind of ripples in the waves that happened from this initiative with the diocese, was consolidation of parishes. The way that a lot of places, I believe, still are, but and it was this way in the Pittsburgh area, was you had a church and it was the parish. It was its own parish. And so basically, parish is a geographical location, and it's the community that it serves. And because the numbers of people attending masses primarily it has dropped off so significantly that it just made sense to consolidate the parishes. So now you have multiple churches under the umbrella of a single parish. There are still some churches that are their own parish, but that's very rare. And then there are mostly, of 2, 3, 4. I haven't seen more than 4. And I think that was part of the strategy, but you will have a single parish that will have multiple churches. So what I do is part of this journey, I started it last year and I'm continuing again this year, is trying to attend all the churches within a parish during this 40 churches, 40 days journey. So today, checking a parish off on my list, because I just attended Mass with the second church of 2 churches in the parish of Our Lady of the Lakes Parish in the Pittsburgh area. And I attended today Transfiguration Church. And it's part of the coolness of seeing these churches and the parishes, and the similarities or the connections between the churches now that are part of these parishes. So within the parish, the connections of the churches, mostly the people and the priests or the deacons or the people that are there, but also kind of the feel, the vibe, the community. So the parish, the new parish, has that community has become part of the 2 churches, and I'm seeing the fruits of that happening now. This happened about 5 or 6 years ago when the diocese initially kicked this off. So it's been several years in the making, and so you're starting to see the fruits of these new parishes now really becoming a single community, and I'm starting to feel the vibe of that. And while there's differences in the parishes, within the parish, the same kind of feeling and vibe and that community that's happening. And that's part of the intention and the reason that you have these parishes. So there's that community of people, and you see the same faces, you see similar faces when you go into the different churches within the parish. One of the cool things, and a kind of a side note, is when you see people at other parishes that you've seen at other churches and other parishes, when you see them across parishes, that's always kind of cool too. So just wanted to share that with you. So checked off kind of this parish, Our Lady of the Lakes Parish. Really kind of cool, because again, just kind of seeing how there's still the history and that are within these individual churches and what were historically the parishes, but you're still seeing you still get to see, because the buildings themselves have that history in them, and just being able to see that. One of the most notable things is when the churches had massive numbers of people attending. Very large families was one of the biggest drivers of the numbers, where people were having a lot of kids. And there are schools either attached to the church or next to or very close proximity on the same campus of the church. So getting to see those historical things, and part of what popped into my head today, because there's a school attached to this church and it's right over that way. That's why I keep pointing that way. And so part of the thing that pops in my head is like, wonder what they're using this building for now. Is it because the schools have consolidated too? So while there may not be actual, and it doesn't appear that there aren't students here. Doesn't appear, I can see there aren't here, but I'm just curious of, what are they using the building for now? Because it's decorated. There's still stuff there and current information within the school, because I kind of walked up into the main lobby area. So just cool seeing the history and seeing this together. So check this one off. Tomorrow my plan is to check off another one, but I'll share that tomorrow. And so I got church 8 off of my 40 churches 40 days. Hope we're having an amazing Lent. If you have any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. My mission and what I do, part of my purpose of being alive and on this planet, is to share the information and help people grow and learn in whatever that might be. And if anything related to your faith, Catholic faith, if I don't know, I'll figure it out and I'll share it with you. So hope you're having a great Lent. And remember, share your smile with everybody today, because you just might make somebody's day.